Hello everybody, my name's Kaiza and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Violet. In the last episode, we did our first two I guess our second and third class here, Math and Biology. And in this episode, we're going to be taking on two more classes. I know, it's a little tedious, but that child just vanished from those seats over there. There he is, there he goes. But I know it's a little tedious, but we gotta get through the classes. It's part of the major gameplay. We're going to cover it. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. They're at least a little interesting. We're taking languages with Mr. Salvatore. I would love to go. Now, English was my favorite in school. Obviously, I became an English major in college. It was something that I loved doing. So this class is gonna make me feel right at home. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope. I took English, not whatever language that is. Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am so heureux or happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. I'm going to butcher these other languages, and I apologize. I butcher English, so... Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior, so just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Funny, no? That's right, my class will teach you all about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are many regions out there in our world, and each have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, sheji, arigato, dank. All these have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Well, gracias is thank you, so we're just gonna go ahead and say thank you. Whoa, Kaiser, was it? Brava, that's correct, and speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, jeji, all those words mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. I took Spanish for 5 years, but I don't know a lick of it, so I know some of it. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the people you meet tres hurahawks very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess that's all we have time for today. Well, adios. Matani, a la prochaine. See you later, everyone. Oh lord, this is gonna be a struggle, isn't it? I cannot speak other languages. I took Spanish for 5 years in high school and then 2 more in college. And I struggled through every moment of that class. Languages are not my strong suit. English is my strong suit, but other languages like Spanish and all, not my strong suit in the slightest. So we're just gonna struggle through this. And you guys get to laugh at my pronunciation of, like, all the other languages. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope? It's time for Salvador's language lesson. Estive voice pratis. Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oi. Oi! C'était super. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In le cours d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you'll have to guess. Delicious, hayoche, bueno. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? I'm gonna guess delicious, just based on the first one. Whoa, correct. C'est super. I knew I could count on you, Kaiser. Delicious, hauchi, bueno. All of these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big sourire, a smile, that is, from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be... We gotta learn how to say this word, he's gonna use it a lot. Hurux? Happy to receive such a compliment. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communications is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would be putting somebody in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either, it's the same for all of you, too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it'll make for an ambience plus a sympathetic... Okay, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all Puchan course, next lesson that is. Adios, matinee. I'm assuming that part's French. I know the adios, but I don't know the other part, which I'm assuming it looks French. Yes, I would like to take languages part 3 and suffer through another one of these. Yes, please. I will try not to be tardy. But I'm also going to try not to stumble over every single word that's in his sentence. They threw so many different languages in this. My dear friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one in Salvador's languages lesson. It tastes various pratis. Are you ready? It tastes various pratis. Are you ready? Oi! Tres bien. Very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. No, no. I am triste when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe it taught you how to all say delicious in other languages, right? In le cours d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. E chituri, j'ai a team, te llamo, Ichalabadish. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? Te llamo means I love you. So, we're gonna go with that one. Fantastique, Kaiser. Correct, you deserve a Medaille d'Or, a gold medal. Je te llamo, Ichalabadish. These three phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timidis les garçons et filles, shy boys and girls, that is. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over something small or some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say I love you. Et chat ir bien, and all will be well, that is. I should know why just last week I had a big argument with mi femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all is well. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your family, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Our Pochen course, our next class will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. God. I cannot speak other languages. Like, I can read Spanish and kind of understand what it's saying, but I cannot speak other languages. It is just not possible. I would like to take my midterm. Yes. Class will be soon. Don't be tardy. I won't. I could have sworn he mentioned the Japanese word for I love you, Ascidas. I didn't see that in there, though. Aujourd'hui, today we take our midterm exam. Detentes vox, relax, that is, and do your best. Este vers pratis. Are you ready? Let's begin. Jesus. Okay, gracias means thank you. Which of these means delicious? B, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? Ichi la dish te ate te amo, time to eat. Time to eat does not belong. When speaking with a person was the first step to smooth communication. Compliment them. What is your beloved's teacher name? It's Salvatore. Not Salvador. Salvatore. Yeah, it's Salvatore. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that Dunerde question, the last question. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Jesus Christ. We're gonna struggle through this class. Specifically reading it. Feels great to get a test out of the way. Must get 3 to pass the midterm and 4 to pass the final. You answered 5 correctly, yeah. Yep. Give me my candies. Thank you. Okay. I'll be glad when this class is over. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Will do. Oh, Lord. I will not be tardy because I want to get this absolutely done and over with. I will tell you what. How'd you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. We're halfway there, and now it's time for another lesson. A test very précis. Are you ready? Oi. Très bonne réponse. Great answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I can count on you as stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball for when we begin listening comprehension. Vassie, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but the words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food, or whether there may be predators about. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so aujourd'hui, today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Je t'aime Pierre. Puri. If you would be so kind, Pikachu. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? It sounded angry. Let me say it again. I mean, it didn't sound happy. I would say it sounds sad. Sorry, cuz that's not right. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? When Pikachu says... Maybe that's anger. It's using its angry voice. Okay. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might even gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while washing them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios matinee. A la prochaine. See you later, everyone. Well, I'm glad we're moving on from actual languages to Pokemon languages. Like, I can listen to Pokemon languages. I don't have to pronounce those. Okay. Let me go back to languages, please. Although apparently I can't tell when one is angry or sad. It didn't sound angry enough for me. I don't know. That's also why I didn't really understand it all too much. Let's see. My dear friends, how are we all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. It tastes various priests. Are you ready? Yes. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Aujourd'hui, today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Vassie, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what they want to say. Azure Dahoy, today it is, we will be learning more about language used by Pokemon. Je Tien Prairie, would you be so kind, Pikachu? That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? Its voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Maybe that was sadness? Okay. When Pikachu says, it's expressing sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everybody. Aw. Pikachu likes the clapping. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Approaching chorus, next lesson it is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for a climactic finale. Adios, Matame. I'll just be happy when I don't have to speak 12 languages in one sentence. Like, I enjoy the fact that they're throwing this in there so kids and stuff and people that, because this game is a kids game, although adults play it. It's one of those, like, I'm glad they're throwing that in there so kids can learn about other languages and all. But this is, like, I can see a lot of kids getting held up on this class. Just because, like, a lot of people aren't exposed by 10 years old to other languages as much. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Etis voice pratis. Are you ready? Yes. What a response, fantastic. Great answer, that is. Perfect for our last class together. I love it. And Azure Dahoy, today we will be once again having a listening lesson. Vasi, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. Let's get right into it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. Salite plati. Oh, can you feel that? That's one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. Well done, cuz. I'm so happy that you got it, right? Haha, get it? When Pikachu says, it's expressing happiness. Doesn't it make you want to break out into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked it to show you how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in class with you. It made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you'll all have times when you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, that is, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So gardez le sourire. Keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on. Be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our approaching chorus. Next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. I hope I'm saying at least half of these used over and over terms correctly. I know I'm probably not. But I'm trying. Go ahead and make fun of me down in the comments. It's fine. I'll take it. I know I can't speak other languages. I can barely speak English. Even though I'm an English major. I'm just bad at speech in general. It's always something I've been struggling with. So we have our final exam. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult. Aujourd'hui, today we take our final exam. Detenez voix. Relax, that is, and do your best. Etes voice pratis. Are you ready? Let's begin. Dear Lord. Which of the following means delicious? That one. What do these two foreign phrases mean? Je t'aime or ichi lai bedish? It means I love you. That sounded like anger. That sounded like sadness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. Satis vini. Time is up. Posev soy voice sterlos. Put down your pens, that is. Assume the obligatory denier question. Last question, that is. Gave you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores at the school's front desk. Dear Lord. Is it over? Tell me it's over. I don't have my noise cranked on these headphones for the Pikachu sound test. I should have turned them up. Just tell me I got more than 4. How'd I do? How'd I do? You answered 4. Okay, you know, that's passing. I am satisfied with that, and we never have to speak another language again. At least not in this class. Okay, so we are going to go on to battle studies, which should at least be a little bit more fun. Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I won't. I will not be tardy for battle studies. At least battle studies is something a little bit more Pokemon related. I know they tried to tie languages. Asui, say hello to your battle instructor. The one, the only, hot-blooded Dandra. Asui is a karate thing, by the way. Look it up. My age? 25. My hobby? Working out. My type? Well, strong and muscular fighting types, of course. That's all for my introduction. As for my class, this is where you're all going to get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics so no trainer gets left in the dust. Even if you're new to this stuff, have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles. You'll be able to be pros in no time. Let's start our fighting spirits ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves in their disposal, and each move has certain qualities that you want to remember. I'm talking about the power, type, and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move's type. Heads up, new kid. Question coming your way. There are 2 categories the attack moves can fall under. What are they? They are, they're not lights and power. They're physical and special. Do I have my Annihilate with me? Oh, that's perfect. Awesome. You're just as sharp as I expected, new kid. Looks like you have a handle on the basics. Anyway, attack moves are split into 2 categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is. And special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's special attack stat is. On the other side of things, Pokemon getting hit by these moves can take less damage by having a high defense or special defense stat, respectively. In conclusion, Pokemon that are good with physical moves should raise their attack stat, and Pokemon that are good with special moves should raise their special attack stat. Trying to raise both of these stats equally will just make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. Make your strong points stronger, as I always say. That goes for both people and Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time. We'll generally meet for my class here in the schoolyard, even for a book learning. Nothing like a little fresh air to make studying more fun, am I right? My class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Oh, I love her class so much more than the languages class. It's just so much nicer to read. And I'm not sitting there struggling on one word for 5 seconds. And butchering a word. I mean, I butcher words anyway, but at least I can butcher these words in English and not in other languages that I don't actually know what I'm butchering. I do hate the length of the load times in between each class. Another day, another round of battle study. Asoy, let's begin right to it. Is everyone excited about the treasure hunt? It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms and go to new places, and run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running around out there, I bet you'll come across some big, shining crystals very often as well. These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that's seeped up out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your friends, or other trainers in a group of 4. We call those battles Terra Raid battles. The Terra Raid Pokemon you'll face off in Terra Raid battles are crazy, though. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use special action in Terra Raid battles. It's called cheering. And there are 3 different cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of ally Pokemon. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of ally Pokemon. And the third, well, let's see if you can guess. The cheer restores HP for all ally Pokemon. What do you think it is? Explosive Healing Wave! No, it's obviously Heal Up. That's right, maybe I should make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? The third and final cheer is Heal Up. It's the real powerhouse with the ability to both restore HP and cure status conditions. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Terra Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a tournament battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. What is the midterm gonna be like? I mean, I assume our midterm's not gonna be hands-on. I would like to take another battle studies class, please. Yes. I will not be tardy. I will post haste directly there. It's fine. Another day, another round of battle study. Asoi, let's get right to it. Last time we learned about Terra Raid battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? I tried them out before this class. Terra Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use even tougher tactics that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens when a Pokemon has its Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it takes way less damage for one. That has a big effect on morale, too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. So here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up its Terra Shield, what should you do? Close your eyes and give in, call your parents, terastallize, and attack it. That's right, you're a regular Terra Raid battle master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work so well against Pokemon that have their Terra Shield up, but having your Pokemon terastallize is an effective method to overcome that issue. A terastallized Pokemon will do more damage to shield Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. This means that it's important to properly time your terastallizing in Terra Raid battles. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates and smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time once again. Next class will be our midterm exam. Aim for the best score. Asoi asoi. Once again, different language. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's okay. I think I am. I believe I am. I would like to go and take the midterm, please. Yes. I will not be tardy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got there. We're getting there. We're going there. We're actually in the classroom. Sorry to all of you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we can do our tests in the classroom, at least. But it might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. The higher a Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on a move's damage? The move's type, power, or the name? The name. How many trainers are on a Terra Raid battle team? 4. What is an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Terastallizing and attacking. What is Miss Dendra's favorite type? Fighting. Time's up! Put your pencils down. I saw you giving it everything you've got. I'm sure you all got perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. Does she say that no matter what, like, no matter what score you get? Or is it, like, foreshadowing that you got them all correct? Because I think I got all 5 correct. Did I? Yes. It's a passing score. It's a perfect score, lady. Get it right. Keep doing your best. I will attempt. Hello, Gengar. How are you today? Oh, you're so cute. I love how he's just chilling there. And then there's Noibats in the back. And we're back out in the field. Another day, another round of battle study. Asoy, let's get right into it. Asu? Maybe Asu. You all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up the energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets you and your Pokemon pick up faraway items for you. That's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you just sent your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during an auto battle, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get experience points just like it does in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train up your party. But you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn any new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of its HP left. Make sure you heal it up right away. Whoops, I just about did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? Can I catch no questions here. Great, you're all really good at this. I can't wait to see where you go from here. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us, they're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles, so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we've run out of time as usual. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. So we have 2 more classes? I think we just have 2 more classes and then we're done. And then our midterm. Yes, I would like to take battle studies. Gengar with his big old tongue. Oh lord, okay. Another day, another round of battle study. Asui, let's get right to it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an effective way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at a TM machine. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, cause it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone remember what it is? LP. Looks like you're already a TM machine pro, new kid. The correct answer is The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at the TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will help you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. Oh, I didn't know that actually. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold of a lot of materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we'll never have time for that. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. I thought, honestly, that we would get, like, battle training in the battle training class. Like, have a short battle with somebody else, teaching us techniques. stuff like that. Well, this is going to be our last class before our final. So hopefully we'll get something a little bit more interesting out of it. We're getting all stuff that we already know from beating the game, because while we haven't beat the game, we're close. Asoy, this is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know what I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for ever greater heights. So today, I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of four, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now, when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the No Restrictions rule set allows all Pokemon to stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held items too. But if you choose normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules rule set is the one often used for official tournaments. The rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Normal rules? Oh, got you there. Normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50, even lower level ones. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat Rules lets you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you'll use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. I thought Flat Rules was the one at the tournament. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we truly are out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. See, I've done official tournaments and stuff like that. I thought Flat Rules was the one that they used at the tournaments, but I don't know. What class would you like to take? I would like to take the final, please. Don't be tardy. I will not. I will not be tardy because we have such a long load screen. I can make it all the way there. It's finally game day. Today is our final exam. Time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Which cheer boosts attack and special attack for all the allies during a Terra Raid battle? Is it go all out and go all in? I think it's go all out. What do we call the battles that Pokemon sent out with the R button do on their own? Auto battles. How should you obtain LP? Exchange materials. Hack the system. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using Flat Rules in Link Battle? 50. When using normal rules in Link Battle, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item. True. Time's up, put your pencils down. I saw you giving it everything you've got. I'm sure you all got perfect scores. You all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be Battle Masters. Now go ask for your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascals. I'm sure I did fine. I'm pretty confident I got 5 out of 5. You must get 3, 4 to answer blah blah blah. You answered 5. Yep. Passing score. I would like my candies, please. Thank you. Keep doing your best. I will. In the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next episode we will wrap up our last 2 classes before moving on to the ending of the 3 storylines that we haven't had a chance to complete yet. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!